All right, we're back. Baseball Bandits here. It's been a couple days. We had some Wi-Fi issues. Tried to record a couple nights ago. Got halfway through, and then the site crashed. But we're back, drafting pretty much every day for the month of May. I didn't get to draft one day, but we're gonna make it happen. We did draft a $50 league or tournament a couple days ago. I was able to record half of it, and then it did crash on me. I can share that team with you all so you can see how it turned out. But before all that, it's Sunday. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Also, happy belated to my nephew. Spent some time with him on Friday. Amazing time. And it's drafting season. We're going to try to hop into a puppy today. I am going to share my team that I drafted because I definitely wanted to draft that one live, or at least record it and go through my thought process. But it was once again, it was a $50 league. The name of it escapes me now, the Frenchie 2. And the format of that is a little bit different. The format of that was 6 out of 12, 2 out of 6, 1 out of 4, and then 46-seat final. So the approach that I took, I'm going to see if I can share a screen here so y'all can see it. So the approach that I took on this one was a little bit different. I did go elite quarterback. Josh Allen did fall to me to the 36th pick. But I went 3 running backs, as I tend to do. Went James Cook, Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving. And then I just loaded up on wide receivers. I did get 2 elite tight ends and just got a lot of wide receivers. Went with DJ Moore that I was able to pair with Josh Allen. Got him at a discount as well at pick 60 from ADP 52. Also had Baker Mayfield paired with Bucky Irving and was able to get Chris Godwin. So I got the 2 quarterbacks paired with their running back, also paired with their number 1 or 2 wide receiver. Christian Watson, Omar Cooper Jr., Stephon Diggs, Trey Tucker, Brennan Ayuk, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley, Adonai Mitchell, and then Tucker Kraft and Kyle Pitts. So I wish I would have been able to share that live draft with you all, but we're going to hop into a puppy. It's Mother's Day. It's an amazing day. I'm going to go spend some time with my mom and my family. But before that, going to hop into a quick draft. We are doing the puppy. We're waiting on 6. Let's go, people. It's drafting season. The schedule is going to be coming out this week. I'm excited to see some of those Week 17 matchups, Week 16 matchups, Week 15 matchups as well. There's been not a lot of news in the NFL these last couple of days, but the biggest one, of course, which I'm going to be talking about today, is the Jauan Jennings signing. What does that mean for the Vikings? What does that mean for all the other free agents that are out there for wide receivers, where they're going to be landing as well? So just starting off with the Minnesota Vikings, I think the Vikings are all in. I mean, they play in a really tough division. They're playing with the Lions, with the Packers, with the Bears. Oh my! I mean, it's a tough division. The good thing about the Vikings is they play indoors. The Lions also play indoors. And then, I mean, they have Kyler Murray. I know they said that they're going to give J.J. McCarthy a shot at, in the summer at training camp and try to compete for that role. But we all know that's Kyler Murray's road to lose. So I think the Vikings are going to be a good team this year. I'm targeting the Vikings. One of my highest drafted running backs is Aaron Jones. One of my second highest drafted running backs is Jordan Mason. One of my highest drafted tight ends is TJ Hawkinson. So I definitely like the Vikings as a whole, but I'm even more excited for those wide receivers I haven't signed yet. So the Deebo Samuel, the Stephon Diggs, the Brennan Ayuk potentially being traded. The Commanders, the Miami Dolphins, they both need a lot of wide receivers. They don't really have elite wide receivers by any means on their teams. And surprise, surprise, everyone, we are drafting at the 10 hole. I really, really hope that the championship team is drafted on the back end, because that has been the story of this year. I've gotten anywhere from 6 to 12 on pretty much every single draft. I've probably drafted 40 or so post-draft teams, and I might have 3 that have been within the top 5 picks. So we're hoping that championship squad is going to come from the back end. We are going to stick to our process here. There are quite a lot of picks that I like on the back end of the draft. I love starting off with running backs. I feel like there's a lot of good wide receivers later on, and a lot of ambiguity when it comes to wide receivers, the second wide receiver, third wide receiver on the team, and then also, as I mentioned, where those wide receivers are going to land. What are going to be the landing spots for those free agents? So I do feel like they're going to go up in price once they have a team. So we have the number 10 pick. We are going to queue up some players here. I do like Justin Jefferson, as we just talked about. So you know what? We might stick to the theme. If Justin Jefferson is there, we're going to go with Justin Jefferson and then go through running backs after that. If he is gone, then we'll go with James Cook or Genty. So let's see what the room gives us. But it's a beautiful day. Let's throw on some yellow card, Ocean Avenue. I'm in Miami. We got Ocean Drive here. I'm guessing Ocean Avenue is in California. So I'm going to share the draft board as well. We're coming up on our pick here. And it seems like Justin Jefferson went. I will happily go with CeeDee Lamb at the number 10 pick. He's been falling a little bit, which I'm happy to scoop him up. And then we'll go 3 running backs, as I mentioned. I really hope that Saquon Barkley's there. Potential divisional, opponent could play in week 15, 16, or 17. And Kenneth Walker was taken. So we are going to have the opportunity to take either Saquon, James Cook, Devon Achane, or Saquon Barkley. And Rashee Rice was taken as well. I'm not a big Devon Achane fan. I was hoping that Saquon Barkley would fall. So we are going to go Saquon. So we started off with CeeDee Lamb and Saquon Barkley. Love that start. We got CeeDee at a little bit of a discount. We got Saquon at a little bit of a discount as well. So we're happy with that start. We're going to go 3 or 2 more running backs to start off and see where this takes us. I do like starting, 1 elite wide receiver and then tacking on 3 running backs. I feel like the running backs do tend to fall off from round 5 through round 10 or so. I feel like that's the true running back dead zone. So I do want to target running backs that are going to be early in the draft or also, once again, later on in the draft. As I mentioned, the Aaron Jones, the Jordan Mason, Jonathan Brooks, some of those other great running backs later on. Some of the ones that I like in the first few rounds, DeAndre Swift, Bucky Irving. And then once again, I don't like any until J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones. I'm getting a lot of the same players I'm noticing now that I'm going through this in each of my drafts. So I'm making some bold stands, people. I'm making some bold stands, and that's what you got to do. I'm going to share my exposure of what I have thus far, because it is, let's see, 40 teams. Wow, I was spot on. So my running back exposure, Bucky Irving, 42%. James Conner, 27. Jeremiah Love, 27.5. Jonathan Taylor, 22. Brees, 17. Jordan James, Etienne, Aaron Jones. So as I mentioned, I am, and this is post-draft, pre-draft, I have a lot more of Aaron Jones and a lot more of, and I noticed I wasn't sharing my screen there, but a lot more of Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, as I mentioned earlier. But we are going back to the puppy. All right, so let's see what's been picked thus far. See if there's any surprises. After I went Saquon, Pickens. Wow, Pickens went early. Achane dropped a little bit. Amarian, Neighbors, London. Okay. I've seen people do this before. Gone Bijan, Brock Bowers and Trey McBride. I do not like that at all. But that's just, my opinion. I do love the Gibbs, Jeremiah Love, and AJ Brown start. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what falls to us. I'm hoping Brees Hall, as I just mentioned, have a lot of Brees Hall. I'm hoping he can fall to us. I do like Bucky Irving a little bit later. I'm not a Devontae Smith fan. If Josh Allen's there, I might go Josh Allen. And Brees Hall was just taken. I might go Josh Allen because I don't love any wide receivers there, to be honest, and I don't love any other running backs other than Bucky Irving, which I think I could get in the next pick. So I am going to go Josh Allen. This is not my conventional start, but hey, we're going to take what the room gives us. We got Josh Allen about 5 picks past ADP. So you know what? It's Sunday morning. It's Mother's Day. We got Josh Allen at a steal. It's time to ring that siren. It's time to sound that siren. Steal the draft so far. Josh Allen, 5 picks past ADP. We're 1 pick away. And we were able to get Bucky Irving. I do like Bucky more than Kyron Williams. So we started off Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, and CeeDee Lamb. That is a great start. We're going to tack on a lot of wide receivers. There's a lot of great wide receivers that are in that number, 5, 6, 7 round. I'm going to name a few of them. Christian Watson. I do like DeAndre Swift, as I mentioned. I do like Rome this year. Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr. So we got we're going to have 2 great back-to-back picks. DJ Moore, I'm going to star as well in case he falls to us. We're starting off good, people. We're starting off great. I hope you all have an amazing day. It's drafting season. Schedule's coming out this week. I'm excited, as I mentioned, to see what happens in the playoffs, but also excited to see what happens with the bye weeks. I'm hoping a lot of the teams that I've picked don't have a lot of the same players on bye weeks. But that's the gamble that you take, right? Not just with pre-draft, of course. The pre-draft contest, they expire before we even get the bye weeks. But for post-draft, that's the risk that we're taking. We don't know what their bye weeks are, but we are picking up some value as well by picking early. I am getting, I would say probably drafting about 30 teams prior to the draft for Best Ball Mania. And then I'll draft, the other 120 after and spread it out throughout the summer. The last couple of years, I've found that I've really been drafting a lot of my teams in the beginning of the drafting season. And then I get drafting fatigue. I might be drafting most of the teams in April, May, June, and then July, and then I'm exhausted by August and September. So I only draft a little bit in August and September. So I do want to save more picks for that August and September timeframe. So I'm probably going to save about 40 drafts for August and September and try to draft, about 110 through the end of July. And then maybe 20 August and 20 September is what I'm thinking. So DJ Moore is still there. We're 3 picks away. DeAndre Swift is still there. Rome Odunze is still there. So let's see what we land. It would be great if we could get DeAndre Swift or DJ Moore. DeAndre Swift just went. And we did get DJ Moore. We were able to land DJ Moore, which is amazing. DJ Moore, ADP of 52.8. We got him at 58. Let's sound that siren. We got him paired with Josh Allen, his number 1 wide receiver. Let's go. It's drafting season. We're getting excited here. We got CeeDee Lamb. We got DJ Moore. We're going to get one of Rome Odunze, Brian Thomas Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr. I do like Brian Thomas Jr. I do like Marvin Harrison Jr. I haven't gotten a lot of Carnell Tate. Jordan Tyson, I did get a lot pre-draft. If he's there, I'll consider him. And he just goes. So I'm going to go with Brian Thomas Jr. I'm going to go Brian Thomas Jr. for a couple reasons. I feel like I could get Michael Wilson later on in case if I do want to get a Cardinals wide receiver. And I could also pair Brian Thomas with Trevor Lawrence later on if I wanted to. So we got a good start so far. We got an elite quarterback, 2 elite running backs, 3 elite wide receivers. I'm extremely happy with this start. Once again, this format is 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 6, and 625 seat final. DJ Moore, Josh Allen were both on my championship team on the pointer. I was very fortunate to make it to 4 finals last year. 2 of them were in the puppy. 1 was in the chow chow, and then 1 was in the pointer. I took down first place in the pointer last year out of over 20,000. Ended in 10th in the chow chow, and then had once again 2 in the finals in the puppy. So it was a great year last year for fantasy football. It's my 3rd year doing best ball on Underdog predominantly. I've been playing fantasy football for over 20 years. I love the sport. I love the the concept of anything where you're trying to have past data to predict future outcomes, strategies. It's a fun game. It's amazing. We're going to stick to Underdog this year as well. I like the format. I feel like once you're comfortable with this, particular format, why fix it if it ain't broken? What's nice about Underdog is that it does have a lot of different formats within the same structure. So there's Superflex, there's smaller fields. As I mentioned, there's those where it's 6 advanced after the first round, 4 advanced, 2 advanced. So there are a lot of different structures where you can be a little bit more strategic in your drafting strategy. So I do like Cortland Sutton. I'm gonna go ahead and queue him up. I like Jaden Reed. I'm gonna queue him up. We talked about Michael Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna queue them up as well. Chris Godwin. I'm gonna queue him up. I do like Blake Corum. We passed up on Kyron Williams to go with Bucky. We got a lot of options. We're 2 picks away. Tucker Kraft is there. And DK Metcalf, which would be phenomenal, is there. And DK Metcalf just fall. Wow, this is amazing. I know people are low on DK Metcalf. I'm extremely high on DK Metcalf. He is an elite wide receiver. ADP of 76. We got him at pick 82. We're getting a lot of value here, people. We're stealing a lot of value on this draft, and I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. We're coming up on 3 picks. Tucker Kraft, Cortland Sutton are both there. I would love one of those 2 if one of those 2 fall, and one of those 2 are going to fall to me. Wow, this draft is turning out amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that player before me does have 5 wide receivers. I think he's going to get Tucker Kraft, and he does. I was able to get both Cortland Sutton and DK Metcalf. I love it. Both at ADP values. We got Cortland Sutton at ADP 81. We picked him at 87. DK Metcalf, ADP of 76. We got him at 82. Let's sound that siren, people. It's drafting season. We're stealing picks left and right here. The Best Ball Bandit is here. We're drafting fast, and we're stealing picks. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is a new channel. We launched this about 2 weeks ago. Best Ball Bandit. It incorporates a lot of things that I love in life. My dog's name is Bandit. Best ball, of course, is a form of fantasy football, which I love. Best ball is also a form of golf, which I absolutely love. golf. I'm a big golf enthusiast and play a lot of golf. Big into fantasy football. So the name was fitting, Best Ball Bandit. We're here to stay, people. We're going to be drafting a lot this summer. I appreciate all the subscriptions, all the subs, all the likes. I have a website as well. It's only $39.99 for the entire year. It has everything from player rankings to correlations to stacking strategies to my exposures to how I won fantasy football best ball last year. It's only $39.99 for the year. It is bestballbandit.com. Please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that as well. But we're drafting here. We're drafting to win $100,000 to first place in the puppy. 225 entrants. We're going for first. We're going for that 100,000. The thing that I liked about being able to get Cortland Sutton there is that you don't know, what's going to fall to you, of course. So potentially I was hoping that we can get Bo Nix. Bo Nix did go shortly after Cortland Sutton. If I would have gotten Tucker Kraft, we could have potentially gotten Jordan Love, which I love. If Jordan Love does fall to us, we are still going to get Jordan Love because I can pair him with another player that I'm drafting a lot of, right after, which would be Matthew Golden. So let's see what falls to us. There are some tight ends that I like there as well. I do like J.K. Dobbins. And we could also go with Chris Rodriguez. Let's see. Let's see what the room gives us. So we have 5 elite wide receivers, an elite quarterback, 2 elite running backs. All right, so we're going J.K. Dobbins to pair with Cortland Sutton. We're pick 104. J.K. Dobbins has an ADP of 102, so a slight value pick there. We'll always take the value pick. We appreciate that. So I got 3 running backs. I do like the J.K. Dobbins pick. They run the ball a lot in Denver. We also have Cortland Sutton. These 2 players get in the end zone, which is what we want in fantasy football. I might go with Kyler Murray here and actually try to pair him with Jauan Jennings later on and both TJ Hawkinson. So I'm going to queue up Kyler Murray. I know the drafter that selected Justin Jefferson was earlier on. He's probably hoping that Kyler falls to him, but he is in for a surprise. All right, so we are going Kyler Murray. We're going to stop at 2 quarterbacks with Kyler and with Josh Allen. Wow, the drafter behind me, I just noticed, doesn't have any quarterbacks. And he could have gone with Matthew Stafford there to pair with Kyron Williams or Jared Goff to pair with St. Brown, and he opted out of doing both of those. I don't like that strategy. I think that one of those 2 quarterbacks or both will be selected, and he's going to be left without a quarterback, but that's on him. We were able to get Kyler Murray, which we're definitely excited about, and Matthew Stafford, and both Jared Goff go right after, as I mentioned. I love me some Travis Kelce. If Travis Kelce's here, we are clicking Travis Kelce. If not, we're going Omar Cooper Jr. and Jauan Jennings for the stack. And then we're stopping at wide receiver. Love me some Jaden Higgins. Love me some Jonathan Brooks. Don't like Khalil Shakir at all. Full on fading him. Kincaid's not a bad pick there. I don't love Kincaid, but since I have Josh Allen, I might pick him also. So we'll see. I do like my wide receiver room. So I feel like 5 wide receivers, 4 of those should be starters. Saquon, Bucky, J.K. Dobbins. We should be able to fill the lineup with 2 of those. An elite quarterback with Josh Allen. I mean, the best quarterback with Josh Allen, and then an elite quarterback with Kyler Murray. He does run the ball, which we love in fantasy football, especially in underdog format. So we do need tight ends. Let's see what the room gives us. But I definitely love my start here with. I went CeeDee Lamb, Barkley, Josh Allen, Bucky Irving, and then I went heavy wide receivers. 4 wide receivers after that. Another running back in J.K. Dobbins, and then Kyler Murray. So George Kittle, Jonathan Brooks, Jaden Higgins all go. So we're gonna see what what falls to us. We're gonna take what the room gives us. We're not gonna panic. But going back to that drafter that drafted right before me, they were hoping possibly that Stafford or Jared Goff or even Baker Mayfield follow him, and they were all selected. So he is out of quarterbacks. He's probably going to have to panic and select a quarterback. That's sometimes what people do. We let the room give us what the room gives us. We're going to go with Travis Kelce if he's there. Travis Kelce is there. I love Travis Kelce. So we're going to select Travis Kelce. Huge value pick there. I pick 130, ADP of 126. Even if we got him at ADP, I think that's a huge steal. We do have some options coming back. We can get Kincaid. I don't feel like we need a wide receiver, so I might go with Kincaid to pair. Let me see. TJ Hawkinson is pick 162, ADP of 162. And we pick again at 154. So we're going to go 3 tight ends back to back to back. I'm going to go with Kincaid if he falls to me. And if not, I'm going with Jauan Jennings. Kincaid does fall. We're getting him at a slight ADP value. I'm loving this team. Okay, so we paired Josh Allen with both DJ Moore and Dalton Kincaid. We got Travis Kelce because he's one of our big stamps this year. We got CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Brian Thomas Jr., DK Metcalf, Courtland Sutton, all big wide receivers that score touchdowns. I'm loving this team. I am absolutely loving this team. We're building a brand here, people. We're building a brand. We're taking stands, building a brand, taking stands, drafting once a day in the month of May. I love this. Let's keep it going. All right, so we are going to go for Tajay Spears and TJ Hawkinson, or if Jauan Jennings falls to Jauan Jennings. But we're 10 picks away. Jauan Jennings is pretty up there, so I don't think we're going to get Jauan Jennings. But I am happy with selecting one of 2, either Trey Tucker and TJ Hawkinson, Tajay Spears and TJ Hawkinson. We're good on wide receivers. I do like Brandon Ayuk, though. I mean, you never know what he could do when he comes back, or not comes back, if he plays with the Commanders, let's say. I also like Zach Charbonnet for a late season upside, but we're kind of thin on running backs, so we do need some running backs. But we're dominating 3 out of the 4 positions, which is what you want to do. You're not going to have elite players in every single position. So I feel like we're dominating the quarterback position, we're dominating the wide receiver position, and we're dominating the tight end position, still with 2 great running backs. So no knock on the running backs. But let's see. Let's see what falls to us. If Brenton Strange does fall, we might have to go Brenton Strange and TJ Hawkinson. we're gonna take what the room gives us. We're gonna steal what the room gives us. The drafters behind me don't have tight ends either, so we might actually bully the room with tight end, and we might go Brendan Strange. Next tight end after that is Jauan Johnson, and then T.J. Hawkinson. I don't know. We're gonna do it. We're going Brenton Strange. We're building a different build here. We're building 4 tight end team. I am also going to get TJ Hawkinson because we do have Kyler Murray that I want to pair him with. And then we're just going to tack on a lot of running backs later. And maybe one more wide receiver. TJ Hawkinson is there. They went with the AJ Barner. I mean, thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the squad, TJ Hawkinson. We went 4 tight ends back to back to back. That is not something that you see, people, but that's what we do here at Best Ball Bandit. What I love about going 4 tight ends is 2 things. 1, 2 of those could be the flex position. I already got 5 wide receivers. I could stop at 5 wide receivers realistically because I have 5 elite ones. If 3 of them hit the lineups, 2 of my tight ends could hit the lineup. We are going to go 1 more wide receiver and stop at 1 more wide receiver. We are going to go for the build of 2. We're going to have 4 wide receivers. 4 tight ends and 6 wide receivers. So that is 10 and 2 and then 6. So we're going to do a 2-6-6-4 build, which I don't think I've done at all this year, but we're going to do it. 2-6-4. 1 more wide receiver, and then we're going to go with 3 more running backs. I'm going to queue up some players that I like. I do like Calvin Ridley. You know what? We might queue up Alvin Kamara. We're going to queue up Tyreek Hill. Tank Dell. There's so many good wide receivers later on. Brandon Ayuk. Mike Washington. Why not? I haven't drafted any of him, so that's a good flyer. All right, so let's see what falls to us. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving this team. I'm absolutely loving this team. I think we have a lot of great value. We picked up some great value at quarterback with Josh Allen. We picked up a lot of great value with our wide receivers and then tight ends. A few picks past ADP for each of Kelsey, Kincaid, and Brenton Strange. So running backs are going. Brian Robinson, Singleton, Kamara, and Ayuk, all players that I really like that I mentioned. I'm going to go Mike Washington if he's there. I haven't drafted any Mike Washington, but he does have some upside potential. And then we'll get whoever falls to us at wide receiver. So you have the options of Calvin Ridley or Tyreek Hill, which are the 2 that I like the most. And then Tank Dell as well. All right. We're building a squad, people. We got a good team going here. Can Tyreek Hill go to the Chiefs? Should I pair him with Travis Kelce? Should I go for a safer Calvin Ridley that could potentially be playing against Brian Thomas Jr.? Those are all decisions I need to make within the next 15 seconds. I'm going to go Tyreek Hill. I feel like he still has a little bit left in the tank. He's projected for more points. They just drafted Cardinal Tate. Tyreek Hill could potentially go to the Chiefs. He could have a spike week. Pairing him with Travis Kelce, I think, is a good bet. And what we also did there was the person that had Patrick Mahomes did pass up on him. So we took that and we said, thank you. We'll take Tyreek Hill. He could be gone from the NFL. But as our 6 wide receiver, when we have 5 stud ones, we're playing for upside. We could potentially have 6 stud wide receivers. If Tank Dell is still there, I will select Tank Dell. I do like a lot of Tank Dell. I might go with Jordan James. I've been getting a lot of him. I might go with James Conner. I mean, he might get released, maybe. I mean, they got 3 running backs there. I don't know what they're planning on doing with 3 running backs, but let's see what falls to us. But, I mean, all in all, I love my team right now. So I think we got a solid foundation with this squad. Let me see if there's any other teams that I like their draft strategy. The number 1 hole started off strong, but I don't like Jaden Waddle at all. Lemon, I don't really like either. He's a rookie. The Eagles don't throw the ball a lot. He didn't pair any of his elite wide receivers. A.J. Brown could potentially be with Drake May. And then he went Trevor Lawrence, and I don't think he sacked him with anybody. That team's not bad. I think he's light on wide receiver, though. Second team, as I mentioned, I don't like the double elite tight end. He went double elite tight end, and our squad, my squad, Best Ball Bandit squad could potentially have better tight ends than him overall. On a weekly basis, he stopped at 2 tight ends, I'm guessing, but we have 4. I do like the Puka drafter. So he went Puka, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Luther Burden, which was also on my championship team with the pointer, Jameson Williams, which I like a lot, and then he went Tyler Warren. So I don't mind that team. I don't think he paired his quarterbacks with anybody, though. Oh, Luther Burden was paired. And I think I'm on the clock, so let's see what's there. I could go Ray Davis to pair. We went James Conner. I'm going to go Ray Davis if Ray Davis is available to pair him with. I'm making a bet on the Bills. So I'm going to pair him with Josh Allen and I mean, you never know if he's going to get more playing time. I did actually like a fair bit amount of Ray Davis coming out of college. So we'll see. We got Kincaid. We got DJ Moore. We potentially have Ray Davis to go with Josh Allen. And we were able to land Ray Davis. So I'm going to click Ray Davis. And our team is complete. So we went with a 2-6-6-4 build, as I mentioned. 2 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 6 wide receivers, 4 tight ends, Josh Allen and Kyler Murray. We got Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irving, J.K. Dobbins, Mike Washington, James Conner, and Ray Davis. Our weakest part of the team is running back. I love Josh Allen and Kyler Murray. Both quarterbacks have the potential of running a lot. And then our wide receiver room is amazing. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Brian Thomas Jr., DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Tyreek Hill. What if? I love our tight end room with Travis Kelce, Dalton Kincaid, Brenton Strange, TJ Hawkinson. So we have 4 tight ends that 2 of them could potentially hit the lineup on a weekly basis. Let's say 15 points on those. Then we got 3 wide receivers that can definitely hit our lineup on a weekly basis with CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Brian Thomas, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton. Let's say we get 50 points between them. Actually, no, let's say 55 points between them, 30 points with tight ends. That's 85 points, 25 with our quarterback, 110, and then call it another 25 points at running back. That's 130 points. If that calculates correctly, and if that ends up happening, we will be making the playoffs and making a run for it. So thank you all again. Please like and subscribe. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and see you all tomorrow.